All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to Talk. On this episode, it's going to be a little different because we don't got the boys in the room. But I'm bringing on one of my good buddies, Matt Aggs, to talk Yanks with the meetings, getting ready for our Christmas present in Soto. What's up, Matt? Welcome to the pod.
What's up, guys? I'm happy to be here.
I'm literally by myself tonight, so there's no guys in the room. You're not lucky enough to have Big Ant and Little Ant screaming down your throat, but
I'm IKF on the bench coming in.
yeah, yeah, I like
Super
that.
utility man.
A super utility man, right? What did you say? They said there's 12 teams involved in IKF.
12 teams looking to sign IKF.
12 teams,
Amazing.
bro. Come on, man. If the Yanks would have really just put if they would have used IKF for what they were supposed to use IKF for, he would have been one of the fantastic.
Yeah. Nobody hated him at the end of last year. I'll tell you that because he was playing his ass off.
Right? So last night we're texting, we're like, oh, should we do this? Should we do this last night? Should we wait for some news? And then all of a sudden, my FaceTime's going off. I was just about to fall asleep. And you're like, you want some news? You want
some news? You wanted news. I gave you news.
And then you break the news that Alex Verdugo is a New York Yankee. What is that?
I got to say, I was confused at first, but I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. I like it.
Yeah, you like Verdudes? What are we gonna call them? Verdudes?
I think they call him Doogie in Boston.
Yeah, Doogie. Yeah, well, we're gonna change that up. left field is gonna be down his throat. He needs to earn those pinstripes. I don't think any Yankee fan out there right now is like gonna give what do we got here? Cubs class? No.
The fans ain't giving him any slack. He doesn't get off to a good start.
No, he's
gonna hear the Gallo booze. He's gonna hear the Gallo booze.
Yeah, without a doubt. One thing I really did like that you mentioned to me on the phone, you said that he had 6 walk-off hits as a Red Sox last season.
Something I think maybe even more than that. I think it was, but yeah, I think he set a team record for the Red Sox. He had a bunch of them. Yeah.
Listen, if we could get a guy, that's what we wanted, right? Lefty bat.
Hits for average.
Yeah, hit for average.
I don't know if you could edit it later. You could put the graphic up, but there's the overlay of Yankee Stadium and Fenway. It was probably about 25 flyouts that would have been home runs at Yankee Stadium. So we'll see.
So definitely, listen. If he's gonna play left field, I don't think he plays center, right? Does he have any games in center?
He does have some games in center. They said he could play there if he needs to, but he's not a center fielder.
But the news today that Boone came out and said, "Oh, we don't mind playing Judge in center," and me, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I'm just not. He's not a bona fide center fielder. Yeah, he could do the job. He's a world-class athlete, so I get it that he could play center field, but do we really want him in center? No.
I don't want another toe injury or he misses the whole season.
Right?
So I don't even want him in the outfield.
Was he playing center?
No, he was playing right. But once Stanton's gone, he'll just be DH, and then we won't have to worry about. I mean, the guy is too valuable. 62 home runs when he stayed healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
Yeah,
he's got to learn not to play like Hopper and not dive at every ball, and he's got to save himself.
I was getting trolled a little bit. They're like, "Oh, you're getting so excited for Soto." Listen, first of all, for my fans out there, if you know me, you knew I wasn't very big on Soto. I think that we're gonna empty our farm system for a guy that's probably gonna go play with the Mets next year because he's a Dominican athlete and he's gonna take every single dollar that is coming his way for him and his family. He's young, and you know that Uncle Steve with the Mets has got the deepest pockets in the league. Even Cashman bowed down to Steve yesterday and he said, we can't compete with Steve, but
I mean, there's reports coming out from Martino, the Yankee beat writer. He said that the Yankees are willing to raise payroll to accommodate both Soto and Yoshibo, whatever his name is, the final Steve Cohen luxury tax. The final Steve Cohen luxury tax that they implemented is $297 this year, and the Yankees are prepared to succeed it. He said on in an interview today. So I think maybe Hal might have given him the go to show. Also, I kind of agree with you about Soto playing for the Mets, but the guy played in the NL East. He knows what it's like to be a Met. I know that Met fans watch this podcast. I'm not a Mets fan. I would tell it like it is. He's been in the NL East. He sees what it's like. You got one good year so far from Cohen. I don't know, but if he wants the money, you're 100% right. He's gonna take the dollars. Robinson,
I like
Cano,
him.
doesn't matter where he goes, takes the money, doesn't care.
Not
He
good.
does have his ring already. He does have his ring.
He sure does. When he was on arbitration years.
Yep.
Right. He got his ring. He got his ring early on in his career.
Yep.
So, but are the Yankees just a Soto away from a championship? And the answer there is no.
Yeah.
To me, the answer there is no, Matt. It's just the Yankees are not a Soto away. Are we a Soto and a Moto away? And a healthy Judge and a new left fielder in Verdugo. I'm excited to see Verdugo shave that red, fiery beard of his.
Yeah, that leprechaun look. I hated that.
I hated him. Are you kidding me? He's a Yankee killer.
I hated him. I hated him, but you can't hate the way he plays the game. He plays hard. Yeah. He's a good hitter. He's going to be on a contract year. I mean, that's everything to these guys. He's going for his money. So we'll see.
Is the evil empire back, though? So you just made a statement and you just said Hal's willing to go over the $300 million threshold. Okay. In a luxury tax for the last 5 years, Matt? 4 or 5 years? Or
more than that. More than that.
They under the luxury tax. On the luxury tax. We're still not getting the draft picks anyway. So it's like we're not getting the draft picks.
We're the third worst in the luxury tax list, it looks like, from what I've read. So the Mets went from the 12th pick all the way to like the 29th pick, I think it said it was.
They'll never have a number one. They'll never have a number one pick with this new. Is this new? How long they've been doing this?
It's new. The lotto is new. Like I told you, I think last year was the first year. So the Nationals won the lottery this year again for the first pick, but because of some crazy rule, large market teams that don't receive revenue sharing only can have a first pick 1 year in a row, a lottery win. So they won the lottery 2 years in a row. They got bumped to the 6th pick because they're not allowed to do
not just to get bumped down to number 2.
Nope, right?
If you don't get the first pick, you should at least get the second pick. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what me and the guys are talking about a lot. We're talking about Giants and stuff like that, and the situation with the Giants. So it's just like they need to do something with the draft there. And what's the best case for one of these sports teams? Like, what's the best case? Because in football, we want them to tank. In baseball, it doesn't really matter because if you're the worst team in the league and you spent the most money, it still doesn't matter, right? So
not even you spend money. If you're a large market team, you get penalized. I mean, there's no draft more complicated than the MLB draft. I'll tell you that. After I read the results of the spots today, I mean, they went above and beyond to make this crazy. I mean, the Arizona Diamondbacks get an extra pick now because Corbin Carroll won the Rookie of the Year. The Orioles got an extra pick because of their Rookie of the Year, Hunter. But yeah, I mean, you're not going to change much. They're gonna change more things. It's gonna just keep changing. The new commissioner just wants to keep changing things. So,
and that's what they are gonna do it. They are gonna keep changing things. But the fans and us, unless we win a championship, we're always gonna be friggin' balking at something, right? That's just what we do. That's just what we do. It's just the way the game is, Yeah. So today is the anniversary of Arson Judge tweet. Do you remember where you were for the Arson Judge tweet?
I was probably you probably sent it to me. You probably texted me the screenshot.
I said it's over. Judge is gone. Judge is gone. I just feel like with having him on the team, with having a Cy Young on the team, you can't waste these years. So Soto might leave us at the end of the season. I'll be happy to pass him off to any other team in the league with another ring on his finger. I'll be happy to do so.
Yeah, I agree.
You got the best, one of the second best player in baseball in Judge. You got the best AL pitcher in Cole.
last year.
Last year, yeah. You don't know. You don't know what you're getting.
According to your co-host, he's not an ace pitcher. Going back to your old days.
Yeah, going back to
your
Empire State
podcast.
Sports. But Ant was right there though, because he did lose that game against the Sox. He wasn't the yes. Last year was he dominant? Without a doubt.
The pitch clock made a huge difference for him.
Oh,
huge
definitely. And
huge
he figured
difference.
out. And he figured out how to pitch without the sticky stuff. Let's be honest.
I think from all the things I've read, it was more the mind games, and he had too much time to think with this pitch clock. He doesn't have time to think. He just throws.
Just goes up there,
it showed last year. It showed last year.
Yeah. What? So what do you think about what do you think about Moto? We really don't. Did you follow anything with him when he was in Japan? Did you ever?
Yeah, I mean, you watch videos of him pitching out there. He looks great. It's not an MLB. The balls are different. The bats are different. The players are not as good. But it's definitely a good indicator of how good you could be. I mean, guys come over, they succeed. Some guys come over, they don't. The question's going to be: is he going to be able to pitch in New York? That's going to be the question. The guy could pitch.
Mm-hmm.
But can he do it in New York? Is it going to be Sonny Gray 4.0, or is it going to be? Is it going to be another Tanaka where we get a guy that could come in and pitch for us for 6 years and give us?
How much do we love Tanaka?
I loved him. Tanaka's my favorite pitcher.
Right.
The Yankees probably since Andy Pettitte. Yeah. I love Tanaka.
So once again, though, if it comes down to money, he's going to be a Met.
Yeah, I
argue with me on that because you can't. If it comes down to money, if any free agent,
you're right. If they want the money, they're gonna go for whoever the highest bidder is. That's it. But I mean, like I said, Shohei Ohtani made it abundantly clear he wants nothing to do with New York, and I'm sure they have the largest check. And I'm sure Cohen had the largest check on the table for him. So,
well, listen, I don't think not to get the Mets gears rolling, but it's Wednesday night. It's 8:23, and so far the Mets are still the only ones to say that they haven't checked in, really with Soto, which everyone knows they did big time. But Soto kind of made it clear like he didn't want anything to be leaked, right? So the Dodgers leaked it.
Does that mean Shohei? You said Soto. You mean Shohei, right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, Brian Roberts has done this kind of stuff before. I don't think it's the organization. I think it's just the coach doesn't know how to deal with the media too well.
Is it the media though, or is he saying screw it? I'm just gonna say what I want to say.
The Dodgers the ownership came out like 5 minutes after that comment and was like, we don't have anything to say about that. So, I mean, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah. Well, listen, Ohtani is larger than life in the baseball world. There is literally no bigger player.
They asked him, do you feel he'll pitch again? And his answer was, we're counting on it. So, I mean, that sounds like he signed with the Dodgers already.
We're counting on it. Yeah, he better pitch again if they're going to give him that type of money. He better pitch again.
I mean,
money's stupid, man.
Second Tommy John, too.
I think if things keep going this way, do you think we'll ever see $1 billion player?
Yeah.
Come on, why not?
I'll tell you, in baseball, supposedly, these are the reported numbers, 60% of the revenue goes to the players, 40% goes to the teams. So the contracts are getting bigger. The owners are giving the money to the players. That was always the big thing back in the day, was that the players need to get more of the share of the earnings, and they're getting it.
No, they sure are. They sure are. It's crazy to me, and you just think about it. A cup of coffee.
It's 15 million a year. A cup of coffee is 15 million.
That's insane. The worst player, some of the worst players in the league, are getting paid just stupid money.
Qualifying offers over 20 now.
Yeah. Well, and what's minimum wage? I remember it was like
$700K. Yeah,
that's berserk. And all your medical starts, and everything, your pension, your this.
Yeah. Oh, that's the biggest thing for the players is the pension. They got to do 10 years of time, and then they're set for life. So, the guys that aren't making $15 million a year, it's all about the pension for them.
Yeah, and they're gonna do it. and they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And they're gonna and later on in life, they're gonna live a great life. They played a sport that they loved. Yeah, were they never the biggest athlete? No, but they're gonna sail off into the sunset. Baseball's where it's at, man. Baseball's where it's at. These people are getting stupid money, and the injuries. Yes, the injuries happen, of course, in every sport, but it's a non-contact sport that they're getting this money.
Yeah,
Hockey players get dirt. The football players shit isn't even guaranteed.
Yeah, well, each contract they negotiate specific guaranteed money for the players. So some of them get guaranteed money, but you're right, the contract's not at all, and that's only for the superstars in football. I mean, the regular offensive, lineman is getting $2 million a year, if that.
And the superstars in basketball just tell you what they want to make, and if you don't give it to them, they just don't play.
And what team they want to play for.
And what system they want to run in what game, and they're calling the shot. They're calling the shots up and down the court. Basketball,
they don't even need coaches. I don't know why they got.
Oh, they don't. Dude, are you updating Twitters?
You know me, I'm the Reddit guy, so that's the correlator. So you got everything on their Twitter and all the other places to report. So okay. I got nothing right now. The only last thing I seen is Juan Soto trade has an agreement, has not been finalized, and the holdup is on the Padres side. They're still reviewing medical records.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know what could happen with medical records? You could ask a Met fan. I think Hall's Met for a week or so, right?
I tell you about that before it even happened. I told you something wrong with his leg and it was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It's why the Astros didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, listen, the Astros know when to get rid of ball players, though, let's be honest.
Yeah, sort of the Rays.
Yeah, sort of the Rays is right.
And right now, do a deal with the Rays, you're getting fleeced. If you do a deal with the Rays.
Oh, I just got something here on Monday. The Yanks are meeting with Yamamoto, and they're bringing Matsui with them.
They should bring Matsui and Tanaka.
Yeah. God, think about it, right? So if we go back, how old is Moto?
He's like 20, 25, 20, something like that.
Go back 10 years when he was just really starting to love the game of baseball, right? He was 15.
Tanaka was the guy.
A little special, so my math right? Yeah. So
Tanaka was the guy at that time.
Tanaka was the guy. This is like kind of what we're banking on for Moto. This is what we're banking on, because if it comes to money, I'm going to repeat myself 1,000 times. He's going to Queens.
Yeah.
Same thing for Soto. Unless
that's for every player in the league, man. If the players after money, they're going to be on the Mets. I mean, and like I said about Soto, he saw what it's like to be a Met, so he knows what he's getting himself into. They played each other 18 times a season. Yeah. So he knows what he's getting himself into.
Yeah. So how would you have the line? How would you have the Yankee? Let's do some hypothetical shit, because my other partner Ant doesn't like to do this type of stuff.
So I already been thinking about this.
Where I'm gonna go.
I'm going back to like the 2009 Yankees. So you got Verdugo leading off, which would be Johnny Damon.
Verduge. You
got Gleyber Torres batting. Now I don't like Judge batting second, so this is never going to happen. But the Judge batting second, Judge batting the second, whether you like it or not, he's going to be batting second. Yeah. But I would put Gleyber second, Judge 3, Soto 4, Stanton 5, and it don't matter after that because you got Verdugo, Gleyber. Those are your stacked best hitters right there. Yeah. You know, whatever you got after that.
Verdugo supposedly contact hitter until they put on a Yankee uniform, but supposedly.
Listen, he's got 13, 14, and 16 home runs. I told you, look at that overlay. There's that right field in Fenway is not the same right field that is at Yankee Stadium. No. He's going to hit at least 10 more home runs. If he hits to his career averages, he's going to wind up having at least 10 more homers. So you're talking about 26 homers, hopefully.
This is good for Verdugo, actually, because
he's playing for
add another 10 homers, like you just said, to your numbers. That's it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Yeah. Buster only had Verdugo leading off, Judge second, of course, Soto 3, LeMahieu 4, Rizzo 5, Stanton 6, Gleyber 7, Wells, Trevino, Higgy, and then Volpe.
I hope LeMahieu could be healthy this year, man. We need him. He's a gamer. Right? That 2017 year, man, when we got there,
don't even bring up that year of baseball, dude.
He was on fire. Remember that home run he hit in Game 7, bro? That
was crazy.
If LeMahieu could get even 85% of what he used to be, we'll be okay.
You ain't kidding, but we're not pitching though. LeMahieu don't pitch.
Hey, you figure it out. Every team
don't pitch.
What team's got 4 starters that give you 200 innings a year? Nobody. You know, you figure it out. The pitching. Everybody's doing bullpen games now. I think at the end of the season, I think it was like 12 teams were doing like at least 2 bullpen games a week. So we'll see.
We will definitely see. I really thought that we were going to have some Soto friggin' locked up news, that you were going to get a live reaction from us. I really did. Really did.
Should have recorded your live reaction to the Verdugo trade last night.
Oh, my God. I was so confused. I was so confused. I don't even remember the last time the Yankees and Red Sox did a trade like that.
They did one recently. I forget. It wasn't a big trade at all, but they did have one recently. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm more bring up the Severino deal. I mean, the Mets have any original idea? You know, you sign the coach. There's a coach, Ottavino, Severino. We got who's the catcher? We got Sanchez hitting homers. You got Cano. You got
go back in time.
Go back in time. El Duque,
Curtis,
David Cone,
Curtis
Granderson.
The thumbs up dude, Frazier.
Todd Frazier.
Right.
I mean, you go back even further than that too.
Everybody was like Shane Spencer was a Met. Like, was that
Shane Spencer was a Met? We were looking at that. Trying to catch lightning in the bottle, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So crazy.
Yeah.
But that's that. Yeah, the Mets are trying to be the Mets. Their real game plan is 2024, right? Oh no, 2025 is their real game plan. They're trying to compete now. Let's be honest. Even if they got Moto, they have to still lock up Pete. They got stuff to work on there for sure. I threw a fresh fitted on for this.
What's the side on there? Is there
nothing?
Nothing.
Nope. I'll leave the patch.
It's an official freshie.
Yeah, official.
No patches.
But yo, thank you so much for hopping on and doing this with me. I appreciate it. I needed to get my rocks off a little bit, talking some sports.
Thanks for letting me be Luis Soho for the night.
Yeah. That was fantastic. That was our IKF. Let's be honest. IKF would have been our Soho, but the Yankees and the management, I hope things are different. I really just hope things are different. They're speaking differently, talking about going over 300 million, talking different about things like that. So their volume of their speech is getting me excited. But in this world, we know there's nothing but talk and no action. So
games not played on paper. Games played on the field.
That's for damn sure. You can ask the Padres. Look at the fucking Padres. The Padres get rid of Soto. They had everybody, bro. They had everybody.
Yeah.
Even I had a good team. You guys juicing over there. Come on, man. Well, once again, thanks so much for popping on and doing this with me. Hopefully, we could maybe do this again before the trade deadline, maybe before Christmas. I don't know. I wanted the Soto news. I thought it was happening. My uncle texts me, writes, "Wow." What did he write exactly? He wrote, "Wow." He wrote, "Bye King, bye Higgy, hello Juan." Wow. Didn't happen. False.
It's gonna be fun to listen to the Spanish broadcast when Soto hits a home run.
That's gonna be great. And you know the ballpark is built for Soto.
Oh yeah, Verdugo too.
Yeah. I thought Verdugo might have been in the trade, but that's not happening.
It's a possibility. Hey, it's not done yet. Done yet.
All right. Once again, I'd say body of 9 times. Thank you so much for hopping on and doing this. I appreciate it. Don't forget, everybody, gamble responsibly. And Yanks, get Soto. Let's go. See ya.
Later, guys.